The Archdiocese of Jos has concluded its 20th General Assembly with a call on Christians to revive the missionaries' drive and to spread the gospel, noting that donor support by the foreign church is no longer feasible. The Archdiocese must look inward. While Biogak reports that in the light of this, the theme for this year's General Assembly, Jos Archdiocese at 70, Reviving the Missionaries' Drive and Economic Sustainability, was chosen.
The 20th General Assembly calls for concerted efforts to ensure the financial stability of the Archdiocese after assessing the church growth and development over the past 70 years. While commending both the past and present leadership of the church, Reverend Father Emmanuel Tabi, while reading the pastoral message, decried the incessant killings and kidnapping in the state.
The Catholic Archdiocese of Jos is deeply saddened and extremely pained by the incessant attacks and gruesome killings going on unabated in some parts of Plateau State. The unwanted killings have forced made over 30,000 people out of their ancestral land to take refuge in internally displaced lands, surviving on charity. We recommend that efforts are made towards reconciling the different parties and returning the displaced population back to their ancestral homes.
The pastoral message asserted that the priests and laity must make conscious efforts to rekindle their commitment to spreading the gospel.
Reviving the missionary drive in the Catholic Archdiocese of Jos. After 70 years of existence, we cannot in conscience say that the labors of our missionary heroes have been in vain. To revive the missionary drive in the Catholic Archdiocese of Jos, our priests must not forget that they are called to guide people from proliferation of contradictory currents to the gospel and save the world from what St. Pope John Paul II calls proliferation of messianic cults and religious sects. In this regard, catechesis is the key. Priests and various leaders of societies can greatly revive the missionary spirit in the Archdiocese if we but concern to understand the principal treasures of the Church, which is Scripture and tradition. Christ commands us in the Gospel of Matthew 28, verse 19, that we should go and teach all nations.
The communique stated that it is no longer practical to rely on foreign aid.
We have found ourselves at a critical juncture in our history. Over the past decades, foreign aid to the churches in need has dwindled and the generosity of our previous benefactors has waned down also. We are now faced with the reality of donors no longer providing the support, as it is now believed that we are a fully grown church that has attained a step of growth and self-sufficiency towards economic sustainability. As we grapple with the reality of cessation of foreign aids, we must note that the African church, particularly the Nigerian church, was never meant to be a begging church. This is because God has deposited a lot in the Nigerian church. We must begin to find sustainable sources of funding and ways to maintain our institutions, support our seminarians, sustain our female catechetical institutes, build churches, hospitals, and continue to spread the spread of the gospel without relying on foreign aid or Sunday-based collections.
He said that the resolution urged the faithful to renew their dedication to the construction of the new cathedral.
We appreciate the contribution thus far towards the building of the Divine Mercy Cathedral, even with the challenges of the time. The project is still far from being completed. While appreciating the faithful of the Archdiocese of Jos for their contribution to the Divine Mercy Cathedral's project, we renew the call to rededicate our resources and prayerful commitment to the ongoing construction.
The General Assembly lasted 5 days, during which various archdiocesan commissions and organizations gave reports on their work. It was concluded with a celebration of the Holy Mass. Walby Ogak reports from Jos.